The time is 11 p.m. A 15-year-old Ohio girl is dead after police say a gun inside an apartment went off in the middle of the night.
The body is upstairs.
The police enter a bedroom. You can see it has some special flags. There are also several flags related to the Second Amendment. And there, they find 18-year-old Jacob Heinzelman, who appears to be giving CPR to several others on the floor.
I didn't know, but there was blood on my prom shoe spot, so I touched her blood, and then I washed it off in the sink.
The box come from upstairs?
Yeah, it was right next door.
Upstairs, first room on the right.
Is that the gun?
Yes.
Is it clear up there? Can they
Yeah,
come?
it's clear.
924, 27.
The police enter a bedroom. You can see it has some special flags. There are also several flags related to the Second Amendment. And there, they find 18-year-old Jacob Heinzelman, who appears to be giving CPR to several others on the floor.
Who am I talking to?
Okay, go ahead. Just let's come downstairs.
The woman was about to vomit in fear.
I was cleaning my gun. It was jammed. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. I took the mag out. I cleared it. There's nothing there. I was cleaning it again. I put the slide off. I put it back on. As I go to reinsert the sock back onto the clip itself, it went off.
He says it was because the gun misfired. He didn't do it on purpose, it happened by accident.
Downstairs to go somewhere car, and my key was in my purse. It's still in there. And so I was...
There are no other weapons in the
Go ahead.
household.
His
I
gun
have no other weapons on me. That's not true. I'm sorry. I think there's a 22.
Before moving on, let's take a closer look at a few important details. Heinzelman says he was cleaning his firearm when it accidentally discharged, striking more. He remains fully cooperative with investigators throughout the incident. However, his unusually calm demeanor stands out, considering a firearm had just discharged and a teenage girl had been fatally shot. Another notable point is that he appears uncertain about exactly how many firearms are inside his apartment.
I don't know how to say this, but the guns went off. Yeah. Lexi's friend got hit, and I'm pretty sure she's dead. There were two that were actually jammed. I cleared the first one out, and when I put the second one back on, the hammer re-engaged and it went off. I'm sitting in my kitchen with one of the officers right now. The medics just came down, and I'm pretty sure that they just did it based on their reactions.
Heinzelman had just discharged a firearm that struck a young girl, yet he appears remarkably unfazed by what had just happened. He even calmly informs officers that the girl is likely dead, showing little visible emotion despite the severity of the situation.
I've done differently. I've done that 1,000 times in this area. It's jammed before, but it's never lodged 2 bullets. Because before you guys got here, before I started CPR, I cleared it just to make sure I was cleared twice. And 2, the one round that was still fully intact came out, and I set that next to the gun with the dischambered round, and they were both in the gun. The firearm is going to be served or registered to a private act. I believe his last name. He signed you a letter over to me.
Okay.
I just want to let you guys know so like if you run it, it
No,
doesn't
there's,
well,
there's no registration in Ohio.
Yeah, no, it's registered. We've had a gentleman trying to break into my house, so he said, hey, I'll let you buy it off me. We'll sign over the paperwork and whatnot. So.
Contrary to popular belief, the state doesn't keep a list of firearms. So the only paperwork, like if you buy it from a gun store, the form you fill out,
Yeah.
that's it.
You'll notice that this suspect seems to think he knows it all. However, he doesn't appear to realize that what just happened is likely to send him to prison for years.
up staying with you guys for the night for
Probably be a while.
maybe a while.
Just, I don't know, however long they
Oh,
take talking to you tonight.
well, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it won't be like days or anything.
Well, I didn't know what the circumstance of what's going on. If, you know, you guys had to keep me there if I had to go to jail and tell me what's going on. Shit, it sounds
I
like
did
it
talk
was-
on the word was, because I know we're not allowed to discriminate.
around and you shoot. I was like, no, like I clean my gun like I do every night with my buddy. I can't explain it any other way. It literally, I've never beat or double chambered a weapon before. I didn't even know it was possible.
Oh, okay.
But I cleared it and the shell came out. Actually, that's not even true. The round was still a bullet and it came out.
All
Then the
three
shell
or just
came
my
out.
first and last?
That's the only reason I knew it was double chambered.
Yeah.
In the movement, an interrogation expert was brought in for a thorough interrogation.
It's in my trunk.
Let's get him over to 2-5.
Okay.
And Jason needs some info from you when you get there.
Okay. I've got all focused on getting the gun out of here, so.
Yeah, Jason will need info from you for the warrant.
Okay.
I've done that 1,000 times.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I said you've been in the Marine Corps, so, you know, you should know.
Heinzman's brought back to the police station, and we have video of what he says to an officer in an interview room, and it is obvious Heinzelman likes to talk.
Because I've never made a mistake with a weapon. I was raised so heavily on gun safety.
Well, going through the police academy, one of the things they do with the pistols is check down the barrel once, put it down, check it a second time, and like the instructors come by and check it twice.
Yeah.
And if you can't see light down the barrel, then you take a stick and pop the stick through it,
Yeah.
and then a clean around that stick.
Yeah, I was actually just due, once I got paid, either next week or this upcoming or next week. I was actually about to go get one, another one. Same style as his.
Pistol.
Yeah, my buddy's getting me a M16 fully modded out, you know, dual laser light. What else does it have on it? It had trigger guard, it had optic on it, had all a bunch of stuff on it. It was completely decked out. He was doing that for me for like an early birthday gift and a thank you because of how much I do for him.
The officer appears to just be frankly babysitting the suspect before the detectives come in to question him, and the officer really gets Heinzelman to continue talking.
And as soon as I turned it around, I heard click, boom. It was that simple. Hand wasn't even on the trigger. I had it on the side of the thing. Never put my hand on the trigger, just in case. That's actually what happened with my buddy's gun. Our hand wasn't on the trigger. You know the palm locks that we put it up on the grip that has the palm locks. He had that one, so he had
Is
the.
that Springfield?
They have them on Springfield, but his isn't one. It's not an
Or any one of the versions of 1911.
something like that.
Yeah.
And his did the exact same thing because you know when you grab it, you had it on your hand, you had it on the side like that. Because there was pressure on it, it discharged almost immediately.
Yeah.
Or like me, he pulled the trigger. He was like, I don't know.
Tried to chamber 2 rounds at the same time. So it jammed 2 bullets into the chamber, and the bolt was stuck on, like the bullet, 1 round was here, the bolt jammed that in between that one and then on the bottom of the other one. And I'm trying to remember how I had to unstick it. I think I had to use a hammer and like a kink to, because it had ridden forward that hard.
Well, yeah, obviously, I'm not even, like, I'm still grasping the fact that she got shot, yeah, but I'm grasping the fact of how, because I've never, that's not true, I think I have once or twice, but I've never seen, you know, a
Heinzelman may talk like he knows everything about firearms, but evidence would prove he is not as careful with firearms as he is making it seem here, and I really found this next part shocking. He says that those who witnessed Moore's death made jokes after she was shot.
Her best friend made a joke and she was like, I really don't know how to react and I'm just going to use humor. I said, why? She was like, well, because she is the same. Like, she doesn't have to go for that if she didn't want to go into it. I'm just like, that's really too soon. Way too soon.
That's where you learned in basic training.
See, as much as about the situation that I want to laugh, just because I use laughter to cure that. It's just what I do. Like, my grandfather died. I was just like, well, I don't know when we go pick strawberries, but now it's gonna like, or like random stuff will go missing in my house or go with it. I'm like, damn it, Larry, where's my grandpa? I'm like, stop touching my. Like, humor is my way to solve a lot of my problems, but I'm just kind of like on this situation. I want to because I know it'll make me feel a little better, but at the same time I don't, because I'm just like, that's not something I really want to think about. Because it's like one specific part that's continuously replayed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the only part, which is the fact that, like, as soon as I put the slide, because like the way it is, you had to like pull the slide back and then lock it to then, flip the switch back up to be able to close it. And it was as soon as I pulled it back, because of the way that it is, because it likes to get stuck right before you can like truly lock it.
Yeah.
So I like threw it back into it, and as soon as it just hit, it was just enough pressure. I don't understand how, but
I know.
M&P.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's 10 mil M&P.
I'm trying to think of what. There was one I was cleaning, and like normally you just slide it on like that.
Yeah.
Well, it went on the first two slides, and then it like one side went up on that, and I was having a lot of trouble, just trying to pull it back off, and not trying to force it because I didn't want to break anything.
Heiselman is so casual about everything that just took place. In the hours before the video you just watched, he also gets a phone call in the interview room, as he was waiting for a detective, and he talks about ordering food.
They don't know that. They could have completely perceived that a different way. Oh, I bet he is. Probably. I like Mr. Scott. He seems like a good guy.
Try to be.
Because they try to be. Oh, he's flexing now. I don't know. Someone else is coming over. Uh-oh. Yep, there we go.
The detective then comes in, and police have yet to release that part to us, but after whatever he said with that detective in that conversation, officers return to the room and place him under arrest.
Tell me what's that, please.
Yeah, okay.
Those alright, not too tight?
You mind telling me what's going on now?
Yep, you're being transported to Will County Jail.
For what?
That, I'm not sure. You'll find out that I was not privy to the information, I'm just driving. Good one.
Good go.
Okay.
Fast.
Alright. Appreciate you.
Am I not allowed a phone call? Am I not allowed a phone
This is what
call?
we're gonna do. We're gonna take a seat, okay?
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk the whole way down, okay? Just take a seat for me.
So I'm ready for a phone call.
You can get one when you get to the jail.
Yes, sir.
You get the other side so you can hand this.
Sir, I do have one quick question.
Yes.
The guy said that if anything were to happen, I just have my 2 vapes on me. They said they would take it later.
Okay.
They said that before they took me, I would be able to get at least a few phone numbers from my cell phone so I can call somebody. How does that work?
Where's your cell phone at?
That gentleman has it in there.
Oh, then no. If it's already seized and booked, we can't take it out of booking.
No, that's fine. He said that if I left or anything, that I would be able to get a cell phone, like a number out of it.
Yeah, I got no way to do that, man.
Can you ask him? Because that
we-
was the gentleman who I talked to.
You to talk to who?
that gentleman that just walked out that door right before I walked out. That's the man that I need to talk to real quick. He was the one who said I could.
Okay. I'm gonna go ask, but I'm assuming the answer's gonna be no, but worth a shot.
Thank you, sir.
Grand jury indicted Heinzelman on charges of reckless homicide, improperly handling a firearm in a motor vehicle, carrying a concealed weapon, and failure to comply with underage alcohol laws. Now initially Heinzelman pleaded guilty by reason of insanity. In April, court found him competent to stand trial. This is video of Heinzelman in court per WTOL in Ohio. Then you have in May he pleaded guilty to charges of reckless homicide, with a gun.